Luke, let's start. Should I use ice or heat when I have an injury?
Great question. I mean, an actual question we get all the time. And the old theory was RICE, rest, ice, compression, elevation after an injury. And it seemed to work, but what we found over the last probably 10 to 15 years is that that is not actually the best principle anymore. And what we're seeing is actually better results after we are using more of the MEAT principle. So it's like mobilize, exercise, analgesics, and some therapy or treatment. And heat can also help with that. Heat's gonna bring blood flow, it's gonna help with circulation, and honestly, it feels a little bit better than ice. So, my preference is actually is moving towards heat for people after injury. But to be honest, if you prefer ice and it helps you, then go for it.